Sandeep Shastri, who looks at the state's politics very closely. How much of this is linked with elections next year in Karnataka, with the fact that the Lingayat community is about 17% of the state's population, very crucial in many seats. 38 seats were won by the BJP in Lingayat-dominated constituencies. 10 of the state's chief ministers so far have been Lingayats, and therefore raising questions about whether he's being protected because nobody wants to get on his wrong side.
Rahul, the fact that we are having elections in Karnataka next year, I think clearly is defining and deciding the stand. I think it's very clear if you look at the BJP, those who represent the government in the BJP are taking the stand, law will take its own course. Those who are in the BJP but outside the government are singing pains for the peace, for the seer, and saying what a wonderful person he is. So that clearly indicates that the party is keen on ensuring that the Lingayat vote is with them, and the people in power are taking the position that the law will take its own course. The fact that you do not have a strong voice in the Congress opposing the lack of action, the fact that you don't have a strong voice within the Janata Dal saying that quick action should be taken is a clear manifestation of how important all the political parties think that the Lingayat vote is. And as a previous panelist said, the role of the seers, the role of the mathas in influencing their followers and also in involving in politics is something that has been seen for many years now.
No, given all the mats and the relative significance, not all of them are of equal political significance. Where does the Jagadguru Muruga Rajendra Vidyapat Mutt actually stand relative to the other significant Lingayat mats?
Rahul, this is an important mutt. It is a very influential mutt. It is a mutt which is seen to have a lot of influence over people belonging to that community. And Rahul, I think this incident indicates one point very strongly. Institutionalized religion in India is like fire. Wonderful from far away. The closer you get, the heat is more, and the closest you get, it could burn you. I think you need no better example than this one to show how what looks from far away may be very different from when you are very close to and part of the internal politics. And this I'm not just saying in this particular case, this is becoming increasingly visible with regard to institutionalized religion. And given the fact that you have an election next year, and given the fact that the Lingayat vote is something that all political parties are very keen on, and especially the mainstay of the BJP's support, I think it becomes crucial for the ruling party in its strategy to make sure that those who are outside the government sing pains about the seer,
no, but it's not
and those
just
within
the
BJP,
BJP, Chetan Kumar, the problem here seems to be that
course.
even the likes of DK Shivkumar from the Congress have actually come out and supported this seer. So it's not as if the government is protecting this rape accused seer and the opposition is doing its job and asking for his arrest and for action to be taken. All netas, on account of their political compulsion, seem to be in cahoots.
The political system is protecting the JCB, JDS, Congress, BJP, are tiptoeing, shuffling their feet, and somehow avoiding a strong stance on this issue, or in some way backing the mutt. But what is interesting is this is a mutt that is that can be said to be maybe even the third biggest mutt in Karnataka after Siddhganga Suttur, and maybe this might be the third biggest, and it's a 400, 500-year-old mutt. And when you talk about people's perception, I know the seer has said, I will abide by the law, I will not run away. But if the seer is really, the people's perception, if he really wants to project his innocence to the people, then he must take a moral stand where he says, I will step down, and I will step down until I'm given innocence. Because there are multiple issues here. There are obviously the issues of wrongdoing, which the investigation will look into, but there's also a way of handling this issue. And for a seer who is somebody that we expect to be beyond these worldly things, we expect him to take a very moral stand, because this is not just an ethical political issue. This is not just a religious issue or a moral issue. This is a criminality issue. So if the seer is really in the wrong, he shouldn't be applying for anticipatory bail and projecting a kind of fear. He should be taking a stand and saying, I am innocent, I will prove to you that I'm innocent.